my name is Elizabeth, and as I was reflecting the other day, I was thinking about how easy it can be for us to consistently be pouring out to others in this challenging season. As Christians, we want to do our best to help others, especially right now. We want to be there for whatever we can do so we can truly show God's amazing love and kindness. I don't know about you, but I know one thing that I've been consistently doing is being so caught up in everything around me that I've been so busy doing the work for the Lord that I haven't been spending time embracing the Lord I'm doing the work for. What we really need, what I really need to do is to build and strengthen my own relationship with Christ. You know, the other day I was at my small group and one of the guys was talking about how the word relationship doesn't really affect him as much anymore because we hear it so frequently. It just doesn't hit him quite as hard, at least not in this context. So instead of suggesting the word relationship, he suggested the word marriage. And this is because we should really seek on and to hold on to Christ. Because the word relationship can hold so many meanings. You can have relationships with acquaintances, you can have relationships with your best friend, you can have relationships with family members. There are so many different types of relationships, but the question is, what kind of relationship do you want to have? Do you want to have one that is kind of here and there and you just see them occasionally and you kind of have that interaction with them? Or do you want to have one that holds meaning? So, for me personally, I don't want to just have an acquaintance relationship with Christ. I don't want to just see him every now and again. Be like, oh yeah, hey, I kind of know that guy, but in reality, do you even know his last name? I want to hold a relationship that means something. I want to have a relationship that I can grasp onto. That if I need something, I can go to him and be like, hey, this is what is a problem for me, and I know that he can help me. That said, that isn't perfect. I still have a lot to work on with this, and I'm sure that you do too, because none of us are Jesus. But that's why we want a relationship with him, so that he can help us with whatever we have going on. So, my friend brought up the fact that he wanted to have a marriage with Christ. Not because he wants to actually have a marriage, but because he wants to be so in love with Christ that he can really press into him at any time, any moment, no matter where he's going, what he's doing. But he doesn't want that acquaintance relationship either. He wants the kind that he can just be fully equipped with. And honestly, I hope that we all do. Because you want to just be like, oh yeah, I know that dude, and then you don't know anything about him. We should be so in love with the Lord, so devoted to him, that we are drawn so incredibly near to him every moment of every day. That when we are consistently doing this, we're doing his work. It's not that we are pouring out everything that we have, because honestly we don't have very much. It's that we are being so full from him pouring into us, that it's just overflowing naturally. So, how do you do this? You spend time in his word, you spend time in prayer, and I don't mean just talking at him, or yelling at him in the car when you're upset because the driver in front of you is going too slow, but I mean intentionally spending time in prayer every day, listening, and being ready to hear whatever he has for you. Because it's probably not what you want. It's not what I want usually. For example, public speaking. But the more we do this, the more that we can be full, not with ourselves, but with him. That we are simply overflowing, but with no option but to share his goodness with every single individual that we come in contact with. Either the guy at Walmart, or your friend over here, or your mom, or whoever. Like, you are so full of him that it's just overflowing naturally, and it's not something that you have to force or drain yourself with. So, friends, my encouragement to you, not only in this season of all of the challenges that we go through, but in every single season that we have, fill yourself with him, fill yourself with his presence, much rather than spending time on social media or on Netflix, because your latest show is on, and it's a new episode, I'm excited, or even just your friend group, because they're a good influence. Yes, they're good, but are they better than Jesus? Spend time with God first. Make him your first and foremost priority. I know I need to work on this, but ask yourself, do you need to work on this too? Where can you grow? How can you get better? And what kind of relationship do you want with Christ?